Looks like a chocolate, doesn't it? Looks excellent.
It doesn't look real, does it?
When I was young at Christmas, I used to get this little string bag full of gold coins, which were really chocolate and weren't gold, but we thought they were like pirates' loot.
You had a great life.
But there you go.
You did have it. I think
Chocolate coins and everything.
Do you know, I think that's the height of bad taste. Whilst the world is in recession, over in, where is it, Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, they're getting machines where you can put your money in and get gold bars out.
That's what they deal with.
Well, I don't care. I think it's the height of bad taste. They should be ashamed of themselves.
It's a lot more exciting than some sort of heavily used notes coming out of a cash machine, though, isn't it?
No.
Do you not think?
No. I mean, what would you do? Drill a little hole in it and wear it around your neck?
Where would you spend
you would,
it?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay,
I'm not sure what sort of programme I've come on listening to you before.
Yes, well, here we've got, you've got the top-rated breakfast show. You can go elsewhere where no one watches if you want. Daily Star. We've got Disciplined. Girl who refused to dress as a Muslim. This was a school trip. Her head teacher says this trip was a compulsory.
Now, if anybody goes into a mosque, they ask you to cover your head. That's all they've asked them to do, to just dress respectfully, cover your head when you go in and look around the mosque.
Up to 10 other families are also believed to have refused to stick to the dress code. Now,
they can't be that stupid, all of them, surely.
So the paper are obviously criticising the school implicitly in this, but what you're saying is you're criticising the pupil and the parents actually for not realising they should be more respectful.
I hate to appear a little soft on this. I'm not being soft on this. I would like to see people not covering their faces, not being allowed to. But this story, you know, that's a stupid story, quite frankly, just destined to wind people up.
Well, you're a big animal fan. Animal rights in the mirror we've got here as well.
Yeah, OK, well, have a look at this story. This is the story, and you probably remember this. He's on the run. He was at court. He fled from court.
OK.
Now, we talked about Pinky and Perky earlier.
OK. We move on to The Sun, a soldier beaten up by thugs, an Afghan hero, they describe him as,
just
beaten
the most
into a coma.
Disgusting story ever.
Final story.
Finally, here's another one I want to hang too. So this is a pedo who's
in jail.
He wants,
for some reason, BBC Parliament, BBC 4 and UK TV. He must be deranged. There must be something wrong with him.
He has got Sky Sports.
Well, what more could you want?
But, you know, quite frankly...
Government and the Health Secretary, Andrew Lansley, 8:30. I'll be talking to him here on Sunrise. Bring you up to date news-wise what's happening. Charlotte on the case.
Thanks very much, Eamon. And Sainsbury's have this morning reported pre-tax profits of £610 million. The figure relates to the year ending March the 20th. The result was better than expected, despite the company...
Can't answer that one for you, but not a lot, I would have thought.
Absolutely, probably not.
Yeah.
You'd be waiting for this big gold bar to drop out the bottom, wouldn't you? Expectantly.
You'd never spend it, you just look at it, I suppose, really. Newspapers, let's have a look at those, dominated by David Cameron and Nick. Sky News HD, and everything else you need is on the Sky News website. Mick Dennis from the Daily Express, he's their football correspondent, going to be talking about Fulham in Europe last night after Charlotte with a quick rundown of what else is happening.
Thanks, Eamon. And Sainsbury's have reported pre-tax profits of £610 million. The figure relates to the year ending March the 20th. The result was better than expected, despite...
Very good. Thank you, Charlotte. Got Mick Dennis here now and Jackie Beltran. We're going to talk about Fulham's European journey. It was all so romantic. It was fairy tale stuff, Mick, but it was not to be.
No, I think there are two aspects I'd like to quickly draw attention to. One is that when this all started, when they qualified for this, the end of last season.
Ahead on this morning's live desk, the first coalition cabinet since 1945 is meeting. We're live in Downing Street. And why David Miliband... But first, at 9 o'clock, the first coalition cabinet since the Second World War is meeting in Downing Street. New Prime Minister David Cameron is in the chair. The economy is set to dominate talks. He's also expected to hand more than a dozen junior and middle-ranking posts to Liberal Democrat MPs. Our political editor Adam Bolton has been watching the new cabinet arrive at Downing Street this morning. Good morning, Adam, and hopefully they're all in by now, unless anyone's late on their first day.
Yes, that's not the sort of thing David Cameron approved.
Downing Street as that cabinet meeting goes on inside. Now, yesterday, the Governor of the Bank of England stressed the need for a stable coalition to sort the economy out. Our business correspondent, Joel Hills, is here. And Mervyn King's endorsement of this agreement was a pretty big thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, a very strong endorsement. And I think the coalition will be delighted that they've had such a substantial and unequivocal backing.